Alright, what's up guys? Welcome to the Commentary is Silent channel where the commentary is not so silent. Now I highly doubt that Kanye West will watch this video. You know, I don't expect Kanye West to watch this video, but at least I would like for people in his situation or they're, you know, like not so much as like, alright, how can I place this in words? Like people that are like pretty much like living Kanye's life right now, you know, where you're having this difference with you know, the mother of your kids, like you're trying to see your kids and all that. So this is what I wanted to overall talk about, and this will probably be one of the most realist videos that I feel like it could kind of give people a different outlook on this, because his kids, I've been in their shoes before and it's not fun. Like mentally that will mess you up, and as you age, as you get older, like I mean, I don't know, I guess like it's different because they're Hollywood kids, like, you know, they're famous kids versus me. I wasn't really a famous kid, and I guess like it won't really be looked at as serious, you know, as you get older. I guess like maybe as a famous kid, but for me it was like having it where your parents are having this difference and this conflict, you know, amongst the both of them and stuff, and then you're in the middle of it and then you're having to choose sides. Like that's not what a kid should be going through, especially as young as their kids are. Like I think all of his kids are under 10 years old. I think his kids are like under, like, well, I don't know about under 5, but like his kids are young, you know, they shouldn't have to be dealing with stuff like this. And so that's why I'm like, when I see how he's acting out on social media and people are laughing and people are, you know, like these type of things, to me it's not funny. It actually hits home for me, because I'm like, man, I feel for those kids. I really do. It's like, bruh, this shouldn't have absolute, like, if this is about Kim dating Pete Davidson, bro, let it go. Let it go. Like, if that's the one thing that I can talk on, it's like when you have love for a girl, but she don't have love for you and she'll move on to somebody else. It's like, fam, you gotta let it go. It's like, yeah, I understand you were married to her, you have kids by her, so obviously there's still some love like that's there, but you screwed that up when you went on a rant on social media, the internet, where literally blogs and people are going to pick this stuff up, and then, or you know, obviously next time they see Kim Kardashian, they gonna be asking her about this stuff. It's not like paparazzi is gonna look at that and be like, oh, okay, well, you know, never mind. We don't care about that. We're not gonna, next time when we see Kim Kardashian like surround her car, surround her, she's trying to go home and go places, but like, you know, she gotta answer all these questions about like Kanye. And I'm talking about the rant where he was referring to Kris Jenner as Kris Jong-un, saying he was in a Get Out situation and saying a bunch of other different stuff. Like, that was one of the things I remember seeing, was a photo of Kim Kardashian and Kanye. They were in a car talking, and you could just see in her face like she was crying her eyes out. Like she was crying her eyes completely out. And I saw that and I'm like, fam, like mentally that's not good for a person. So, you know, like seeing things from Kim Kardashian's perspective, right? Where it's like, you know, you're trying to balance your personal life, your business life. And I mean, with your personal life, you got your kids, relationship, like, you know, their sisters and mom and family and everybody else. And then, you know, then it's like with business, like you're running all of these different businesses, managing all these different businesses, you know, probably helping out others. Like, I would imagine, you know, Kim Kardashian, like, and I know people probably think like, oh, what does she do? She ain't got talent. She's this, like, you know, like just on some dumb stuff. But I would imagine, like, you know, you don't get to that point of your life where you're that successful without putting in a crap ton of work, okay? So she's good at something, all right? She is good at something, but I would imagine she has all these things going on in her life, and then you got all these paparazzis, you got all this like social media and this internet stuff, and it's like, fam, it is overwhelming, 100%. And you being in her shoes, she has to have the most overwhelming life of all times, fam. Like, you're coming from a family of, like, you know, of a famous name, and then you gotta carry on that legacy. She kind of had a bumpy start, but I'm saying, like, she carried it to where now she's like this multi-millionaire, like, successor, right? So you're trying to balance that life, And then you're dealing with your husband, and he's saying everything bad about you. He's saying everything crazy about you. This dude's constantly in the media. He's saying all these crazy things, doing all these crazy things, and you gotta constantly like, you know, set your life aside to like back him up. And I would imagine that she had got tired of it, and she's like, I can't do this no more. That's where the divorce came in play. Like, and then it was like, you know, and I imagine like it was probably an argument. That's when he went on his whole rant. And then from there, downhill. So she figured, hey, I'm gonna move on. We're getting a divorce, I'm moving on. I'm gonna start dating. She started dating Pete Davidson. Now you got where Kanye is threatening Pete Davidson, not wanting to be cool with Kid Cudi anymore. And I'm like, all this other extra stuff. And it's like, bro, Kanye, how is this good for you? You know, like how is this like mentally good for you? Because if I was in Kanye's shoes right now, there would probably be a point of me regretting all of this. Like posting photos saying, oh, I want my family to come back together, like I'm praying on it, like, you know, all this other extra stuff. Like, yeah, pray on it, you know, but like actually mean that prayer. Actually mean that prayer. Don't pray on it and then turn back around and make diss tracks on Pete Davidson. Like, my thing is this, you know, because I do, you know, I feel like I'm gonna have to bring in the religion. I feel like, you know, like even, you know, us Christians, we act out at times. Like we, you know, we mess up. Like that's one thing, like, you know, for me, because I am also a Christian, and I mess up all the time. You know, at times, and I just, like, you know, to just really, like, talk for myself right now, I feel like I've messed up, like, so much that it's really, like, too late to turn back. You know, and I feel like that, like, nobody's, like, you know, is gonna go through life. Like, I know there's people out there where it's like, I just don't feel like I've been forgiven, you know, for the many sins that I've committed and, you know, just done and stuff. But the thing is like, I know there's people out there that's done worse than me, but I just feel like, you know, living in myself, being who I am, like, I just feel like that my sins are, like, you know, unforgiven. Like, I've done things, I've thought things, I've said things, and it's like, fam, you know, like, it's bruh, it's like, it's very consuming. It is so extremely consuming to where I'm like, bro, I just want to, like, you know, disappear. Like, I don't want to end my life. I don't want to, you know, do no wild or dramatic stuff like that. I don't have the power to do no wild or dramatic stuff like that. But I just want to, like, disappear. You know, I just wish, like, life would be better. Life would be different. But I'm like, I don't know. Like, I don't know where life is going to go. And so that's why, but I'm like, if I am able to control it, if I do have any control over my life, I don't want a toxic life. I don't. And that's where I feel like where Kanye is heading. It's like you're heading in this toxic lifestyle, and it's like, bro, it should not be like this for you. It should never be like this for you. Like, Kanye and Kim was like the one relationship that I was rooting for. And, you know, and maybe one day, like, you know, things may get better with them. Will they ever, you know, get back together? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. But I know this for sure. You know, and it's like, now speaking on myself, like, if I was in any of their shoes, if I was in, you know, Kim's, Kanye, if I was in Kim, it's like, you gotta forgive this man. Because I feel like Kanye's went through some stuff in his life where it's like, you know, it's challenging. I guess, like, you know, I guess you just gotta see from his, like, you know, in his shoes. And, you know, maybe she's done that, maybe she hasn't done that. But at the same, then it's like, you know, speaking for Kanye, it's like, you gotta see things from her shoes. Like, imagine, like, I guess, like, just, you know, a roles reverse situation where it's like, see things from his shoes, see things from her shoes, understand how you guys feel. But it's like, talk about this stuff rather than, like, running to social media and things and, you know, talking about, like, well, I know Kim's not really doing that, but I'm just saying, like, you know, with Kanye, but it's like, stuff like this, it's like, you know, y'all gotta, like, sit down together as a family, because once again, talking about those kids, them kids growing up, because now I honestly feel like that them kids are gonna get the worst of it all. Like, you know, we're seeing how all of this stuff is turning out now, but them kids are going to get the worst of it all. From paparazzis constantly, like, you know, contacting them, or, you know, because, yeah, when they get older, yeah, they're gonna have to, like, answer for all the stuff that was going on in their household. talking about their mom, talking about their dad. Like, and I really do hope and pray that them kids, like, they don't end up like that. You know, that they don't end up in that world where it's like, you know, referencing the movie Get Out, like, we're gonna talk on that movie. I do feel like that those kids are just gonna be in a sunken place, but just filled with paparazzis and everybody just wanting to know about their personal life. So I highly doubt that, you know, this video, hopefully this video gets a lot of views. But if you're a paparazzi, bruh, when these kids, like, get older, you know, when they reach, like, their middle school and teenage years, whatever lifestyle that they have, bruh, let them live their life. Let them live. Let them be who they are. Let them just be some random soul. Let them just be, you know, like, honestly, yeah, they come from a name of riches and stuff, but just treat them like any old random person that you'll see walking up and down the streets. You know, like, it's just, it's crazy. But anyways, yeah, I just hope the best for that whole family, you know, from the West, from the Kardashians, the Jenners, everybody. I just wish the best for that whole family. But anyways, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching. It's been another video on the Commentary is Silent channel. Stay tuned for more videos, and peace.